These three little snakes were determined to become immortals. In order to achieve immortality, they came to a remote rural village and settled into a small Dragon King temple. It was so small that the Dragon King himself wouldn't even bother with the offerings here. But to the three little snakes it was priceless. They hid in the small temple pretending to be the Dragon King, continuously receiving incense offerings that could help them become immortals. The more incense offerings the villagers gave, the sooner they could become immortals. But after all, they were fakes, because a giant boulder suddenly fell from the sky, blocking the river, causing a drought throughout the entire village, with no rain for a whole year. If this continued, the villagers would starve because they couldn't grow crops. So they placed all their hope on the Dragon King. But even after offering so much incense, there was still not a single drop of rain. So they organized themselves to smash the Dragon King temple. The three snakes hiding in the temple quickly said there will be rain within 3 days, and so they managed to avert the immediate crisis. This threw the three little snakes into a panic. In order to keep the Dragon King temple and continue receiving incense offerings, they had to come up with their own solutions, helping the villagers farm the land. Without any magic powers, they could only work using the most basic methods. Not only that, they also came up with a way to help the villagers snake-style rainmaking. They sucked up all the river water into their bellies in one breath, then forcefully sprayed all the water out. The villagers looked at the rain in the sky, and all thought it was rain brought by the Dragon King. The once dry and barren village was kept alive by the three little snakes, and through their own efforts, the three little snakes actually grew arms and legs. But no secret can be kept forever. Eventually the real Dragon King found out about it. The Dragon King was furious, and vowed to punish the three little snakes, but ended up hurting the villagers by mistake. The three brothers couldn't understand why they were treated as monsters. After doing so many good deeds, carrying their confusion, and carrying the temple plaque on their backs, they fled for their lives. If they could just hide in the mountains, they could survive. But at the last moment, the eldest brother looked back at the village, gazing at the place he had been protecting, which had now become a living hell. He seemed to finally understand what he was still lacking to become a god.
好像也还行，我真的不怕打雷，咱们现在也是龙啊。
Then carrying the Dragon King plaque, he charged toward the mountaintop, glaring at the deity who had brought disaster upon the villagers. In the midst of lightning, he kept dodging and weaving. Unexpectedly, he was trying to use the Dragon King's fury to destroy the boulder blocking the water source. However, he was accidentally pinned down by a rock. Luckily, at the critical moment, his two younger brothers caught up and pushed the rock off him, but they ended up staying there forever.
你怎么还不跑啊？
因为你小子还压着我呢。
那我以后少吃一点。
Seeing his two brothers dead, the eldest snake refused to live alone. He looked once more at the lofty deity above, and in the end was shattered by lightning along with the boulder. The villagers would forever remember this scene. After the boulder completely collapsed, the water surged back into the river.
它们到底是什么？
你看，它们像什么？
我看它们像神仙。